when there's GDRs, you know, it's good competition.
Roll Racing Nationals, number 9 here in Brisbane. We've got a couple of cars with us. We've got Goku, you might see this one, something new for us. So Icon, a lot of people might know this car already, but yeah, it's in our stable now, so it's going to be...
Previously known as?
It was WAR32 originally, I think, and then it was AK32. Now it's Icon, so get tonight, it's going to be around a bit, so yeah. We've got famous Goku as well here, you know, it'd be like, I think this might be his last roll racing for the year. He's got other commitments, so it'd be nice to get, you know, go out with a W for him. Got another 32 parked up here as well. Sick as. They're just breeding. We just got 32, 32, 32, like they're just coming out of everywhere. So, exactly, bring it out. We want to see it. But anyway, we're here. Weather's hot and stinking, but we're keen. Come along with us tonight and we'll keep you updated with the races and see how the cars are going. You.
And not hit fucking limiter. Fucking hot, mate.
You put on the aircon. You're ridiculous. Don't race with the aircon.
Nah, turn it off before we go. Just cooling down a bit, mate.
1500 horsepower with aircon and a radio.
There we go.
You can get some tips here.
Alex, please, whatever you do, don't take tips.
We've got Alex here, driver of Goku. How's the first few runs with the car tonight?
It's good. It's good. Bit more like top end sort of torque feeling with the bigger turbo. So hopefully throughout the night when Stu keeps playing with the computer, it'll just get better and better. So
yeah, well, I told him not to take any out straight away anyway. But you know, you got to check these things. We got to make sure it's all good to keep going. So we've got him on the computer now. Get it a little bit more in there. We'll get you out for some more runs. And what do you reckon? A bit more RPM as well?
Yeah, a bit more RPM because when I raced Miller's engines just then, I hit limiter twice. So it's just on top boost, it's hitting rev limiter too fast.
Yeah.
So we just need a bit more legs to be able to stay in that sweet spot because otherwise I'm constantly short shifting. So I just need to.
I feel that. Yeah. But anyway, I think it'll get there tonight. So I know it's
competition out there tonight, boys.
Fierce. Yeah, some good cars.
There is
when there's GDRs, you know, it's good competition. That's it.
All the GDRs, you know, they're always coming to party, so you can't sleep on any of them at all.
Yeah, 100%. That's the way.
Goku copped a new turbo during the week. We had the limiter. We couldn't quite keep the boost into the car. Was the biggest thing. So we put a 80mm turbo on it now instead of the 76. So same G series turbo, 45, but loud. But so now it's 80mm. So what we're finding at the moment is it's holding the power a lot better. So obviously compressor size is bigger. If that translates to us holding, if we can keep sort of 45, 50 pounder boost in this car, I still want to keep it sub 50. Sorry. So if we can do that, I think we should have a lot more success, I guess you could say, with early on. It still comes on the same, it delivers the power the same, it's just to maintain that boost level. So we're sort of seeing that now in the ECU. The air down here is a lot better. We tuned the car today. The car made just under 1,000 kilowatts today up in the hill. And that was, yeah, the air at the moment's way better. So it should be a lot better tonight. So we'll try and sync the boost up and see where this car can go. Bit more RPM as well. Look out. One to watch.
Welcome back to Sam Reviews Roll Racing. Round 2. I did not like that race.
I did not watch that race.
I said I didn't like it. Here comes a rotary, I think it's a turbo rotary Suzuki Sierra looking thing. It's pretty sick. Here it goes. Oh, he's made us all balloon. People's champion, the rotary one. The Sierra, we're taking a vote. The board has decided.
That neckbeard angle though.
Is it good?
That's perfection.
Let me see.
Is it good? I'll just stay like this.
That's what the people tune in for.
I'll just stay like this. Pop, you're my neckbeard.
Big Sam's neckbeard.
Back through the cage. All right, nobody's racing. Oh, everyone's yelling at me. What if I drop it? Dying! Is that an IS200 and Aristo? All right, what do we think of that race, Dylan?
Oh, I didn't even watch it.
Fuck's sake. That was pretty close. That was a pretty close race. I think Subaru just got him. I'm sure.
Can confirm we went straight.
Not bad, bit slow. You need the SRS tune. More boost, more quicker. At SRS, our goal is to make your wheels spin. Doing 50 just quietly between you and me, people of the internet. I don't know if they can see me through the cage or not. I'm in prison.
We'll find out.
Get out of my face. I don't want to talk to you.
We're filming.
Got the film.
Film the 35.
I do not give a.
You don't give a 35?
I don't give a damn. That's base 35. I reckon the Falcon had him.
Remember this one from the channel? It's killer. Sick. Unreal to see this thing out. Just copped the billet 8.8 diff from TRP. Incredible piece of gear. Lee and Dylan have nailed this thing.
My ears hurt. My ears hurt. God dang SR20s. Goddamn race cars. Let's go, kid. What's he coming? Racing.
Did the second hit or first hit?
Whenever you pick up a bit of speed, first gear, you can feel it.
Yeah, no, did you get a hit?
No, he was
I went out the lane and I gave it a squeeze and I hit limiter a bit and pulled second, pulled third, and then it was just vibrating. It's got a slight tremor in it the whole time. You can feel the car's vibrating. It's like,
It just won't go away.
no. So I'm like, I'm going to go and hit 200 and something.
No, especially with how it should have now.
Second feels hard to pull.
I reckon. I'm going to put my money on
You can't, if you're pushing.
Exactly. I mean,
I'm going to put my money on.
What's the verdict, Yang?
on the
Transmission.
Yang.
Go to I'll cut to Sam.
yeah.
Cut to Sam.
Are you going to drive home or?
Si, comprende.
I see the good box out.
Oh, Andy's got this.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's the night's sort of cut it short a little early. Not sure exactly. We think maybe we've hurt the gearbox. It has a bit of a vibration coming through the steering wheel and the front end. So to be safe, we're just not going to run it. We're going to put it on the trailer, go home, put it in the shop, check it out. We'll keep you up to date with what we find. But yeah, I think for now we went for a little drive in the pits and the gearbox doesn't feel like it did at the start of the night. So we're putting our money on that. And then, yeah, well, sorry, Alex's money on that one. Yeah. But, I mean, words from Alex, the car did feel strong, didn't it?
I think it was going to go much faster tonight.
Yeah. We all thought that too, I think. Fuck! Okay. You're not crying, I'm crying.
It was going to go a lot faster.
Yeah, bugs, yeah, it's the weather, yeah. But anyway, we'll keep you up to date with it. Follow us, TikToks, Instagrams, YouTubes, all the stuff.
We're back here, roll racing, not a great success. Before we went out, we ended up putting a slightly bigger turbine into this thing. Turbine? Don't know why I said that. Slightly bigger turbo. So I think we went from a G40 1500 to a G45 1500 to a G45 1600. I believe those numbers are correct. If they're wrong, I will double check and I will get Dylan to impose it over the screen. But if I'm right, it's a G45 1500 and now it's a G45 1600. So what that means was basically the rear housing stayed the same. The in-juicer was the same, but the X-juicer was 4mm bigger, I believe. Again, the details are slightly fuzzy, but essentially what we did was we put nearly an identical turbo on there, but with a slightly bigger X-juicer. The goal of that was to hopefully be able to hold the power in this thing out the back. So pretty much what we had with this car, it made 1230, but towards sort of 84, 8500 RPM, the power would start to taper quite heavily because the boost would start to fall off quite heavily. So we were hoping by putting that slightly bigger turbo on there, we wouldn't lose any of the responsiveness that this thing has because it's an absolute rocket ship light switch out of a hole. It just gets up and gone, right? So we didn't want to mess with that, but we were just hoping we could keep a bit more out the back, which it worked. It worked really well. Alex said it felt great. He said it felt like he could feel it keep pulling, which is exactly what we wanted. So things were looking really good. And then obviously he went out, had a little bit of a limiter bash shift conundrum, and pretty sure we hurt the box. Our bet on the night was that we hurt the box. Nothing really sounded crunchy in the gearbox, to be honest with you, but it did have like a vibration, and Alex drives that car, obviously it's his car, he knows what is and what isn't right, and he said something didn't quite feel right, said the same as the last time he hurt the box, it felt similar, so we decided to call it quits there. We're going to take the handbrake off because that's why I brought the car back down first.
So, just for the viewers, if you're curious about these gearboxes, we do have another video on the channel where Sam sort of put one apart and you're talking about that loading and unloading.
Yeah.
So just as
go watch that. Pretty much all we want to do right now is confirm what's wrong with it. So we're going to drop the oils, see if any bits come out of one or the other, and then I would say we'll get glitter and bits out of one of them. Not sure which one yet. But yeah, we'll find out very shortly. Here we go. It's the money shot. Jaddy misses out.
We'll see it later. Oh,
but that's not like...
not so bad?
I mean, it's not good, but that's not... I would be expecting much worse. Look, honestly, it's hard to tell, but that doesn't look like carnage, to be honest with you. That oil doesn't look good, but it doesn't look like... It's not like, oh, it's destroyed, but it could be. On to the next one.
Whoa.
That oil looks pretty good, eh?
Looks clean.
Not bad.
smell bad, but it looks clean.
Yeah, it always smells like that. It's not really super exciting, Judd, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Nothing really tells me anything, really,
You've
does
got
it?
no information from this.
Actually, hang on. I've got no idea. Oh, I've got no idea. Hey?
Oh, look at him. He's a doctor.
Fuck, it makes some funny noises in this thing in your ears. Oh.
That's not good. That was loud for me.
I can't really tell. I think it's in there. But it does kind of sound like it's in the back here. Oh, yuck.
That's horrible.
Transfer case is the bet, but unfortunately the gearbox is going to have to come apart as well. Just to check it out, because it doesn't seem right either. Gear shifting wise.
Let the people have the first look. Don't no one look. Let the people have the first look. Is it good or not?
Oh, no, it's perfect.
Put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments. Is it good or not?
Perfect.
Okay, let's have a look.
Shut it back up.
I can see you.
I think it's good.
I think it's back here, isn't it?
Unless that's spinning something tight in here.
Yeah, I guess we just need to split that.
Yeah.
Split that, find out.
Oh, yummy. Let me spin the box.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Put it in gear.
Fucking beautiful.
Put it in fucking gear, fucking.
Oh.
Just put that in.
Box feels lovely. I think it's going to be Campo case. Campo.
Why was the box shifting funny?
Neutral.
That must be neutral. Yeah. Third. Second.
Smooth as butter.
Third.
Butter.
Fourth.
Butter.
Fifth.
5.
Sixth.
6 has butter. That feels good.
Knuckle.
If you spin that should feel jittery. Yeah. That's grabbing there, yeah. Yeah, look at that there. Look, that shouldn't be broken, I think. That looks a bit broken.
Yeah,
So I think if we took this off.
I think you're right, because
Yeah.
that's moving.
Yeah, look, you can see it run a bit weird.
Well, that's
too.
moving and this isn't.
Yeah,
I
that's
think you figured it out, Andy.
right there.
I think Andy figured it out.
We need that bit right there. Oh, yep, there you go, bearing collapse. Bearing said yeet and snapped him. Let me.
On the shelf, Alex.
Fucking Andrew. Oh yeah, bearing collapsed.
Yeah. Well,
Do you reckon those bits will come out? No, probably not without slicing my fingers to pieces.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's fine. Yeah, we got the rest of the transfer case apart. Obviously you saw a little bit of the carnage yesterday. Not yesterday. A minute ago. Get him. So pretty much it'll be the input shaft of the transfer case has sheared into oblivion. That sheared, the bearing collapsed, which put metal into the oil pump. So the oil pump for the transfer case has also lunched itself, essentially, for lack of a better word. As for the rest of the health of this transfer case, it is not really sure, to be honest. I think you'd have to pull it apart and check the rest of it, because if if this shaft went and bound up, we could have some very weak links in the actual chain. We could also have metal through the clutch packs and stuff like that. So it's a bit like, this thing, honestly, in my opinion, is probably a bin job. But we will dive into that later on once we are trying to put it back together. So then we'll move on to the gearbox. We pulled it apart. There wasn't an issue with it. So on the bench, sitting on the bench, it spun around fine, went into all 6 gears, reverse, no worries at all. Felt pretty good, but obviously the box is out, so we're going to pull it apart to check it. And lucky we did, because we have found a few things wrong. So first and foremost, this is basically the very first thing you see when you pull the housings apart of the gearbox. So you pull the top of the gearbox off, and this is pretty much what looks at you in the face. And it is squashed, so you can probably see, I don't know, see how they're on an angle. Does that look like it's on an angle, these rollers? Yeah, they should be straight up and down, perpendicular. So basically what's happened to this is this sits on the main shaft. So you come over here, Dirin. That sits on the main shaft. This is the main shaft, has the input shaft and the output shaft to the transfer case underneath there. So pretty much what's happened is that shaft has cracked and split and fractured and done whatever it's done, and sort of like jumped around. And so you can imagine that these pieces sit in the wrong spot, the shaft's gonna get longer, right? That's what I'm getting at. So pretty much what's happened is that's happened, and it's shunted a bunch of pressure forwards into the gearbox, which puts pressure onto the bottom of this shaft, which then collapses everything, and pretty much this is the last point of that shaft. and it has been squashed between the main shaft there and the inside of this transfer gear here where it usually sits. So inside there, if you can see, does that make it better or worse, Dylan?
Yeah, better.
It basically has a lot of metal transfer, so it's been rubbing and been hot, and the bearing hasn't actually been spinning the way that it's meant to spin. The whole housing has been spinning, so it's been transferring heat and metal into those gears. So pretty much, long story short, what that means is this shaft, no good, this bearing, no good, that transfer gear, no good. The problem with that is you should replace these transfer gears as a set, which means the 2 transfer gears are no good. It's also punched these bearing retainers forward and lifted those, so we need those bearing retainers, that bearing, that shaft, that bearing, the transfer gears, the middle sort of center plate, that bearing needs to be replaced as well because it would have had pressure put on it. And that's pretty much the damage for the transfer case breaking. But while we're in here, there is also some of the dog gears, some of the dog rings and dog teeth are starting to show like small little signs of basically slipping or not engaging on the first try. So if we put it back together exactly how it was with all those gears, you wouldn't notice. I don't think you'd notice at all. It'd still go into every single gear, but longevity wise, it's better to replace them while we're in here rather than let them continue to get worse until they no longer grab. Then you have to pay to pull the gearbox back out, strip it down, fix it, put it back in, whereas you only have to pay to pull it out once if we replace it now, if that makes sense. Makes sense? Makes sense. So that's that pretty much. We're gonna have to get a big parts list together, get it to Jason, and he will get us some lovely, nice new Samsona's parts. Pretty much what's happened to this gearbox is he's gone first, hit the limiter, tried to grab second. It hasn't been able to make the shift into second because the flat shift wasn't able to operate how it should. So it's basically smashed second, not gone in properly, reverted back to first, and as it's reverted back to first, it's still banging off the limiter and it's just shock loaded everything. This is the weakest link. It took it. Unfortunately, it also then decided to delve it out into the gearbox as well. But that's just part of the game, really, I guess. So luckily, Alex put his money on the gearbox because it's gonna need some. And then, yeah, we'll get a transfer case. I think we're probably just going to find another stock transfer case and put that in, or we may look into some billet parts, see what we can actually get for them as to whether or not it's worth upgrading. You can get full billet transfer cases, but for this car and the future plans for this car, I don't think that's the right move. So, yeah, that's it, I think.
Yeah, so we've probably got some other roll racing events for the rest of the year that we're going to try to get to. Obviously, Goku's not going to make it.
Yeah, I think Goku's out for the rest of the year.
But
not because of the car being not back together, even though it is broken, but I think he has prior commitments for the rest of the events. So likelihood of that car being at any more roll racings this year is slim, but we may have some other cars out there for sure. So keep an eye on those. If you haven't been down to a roll racing, get down to one of the events. The facilities that QR have down there have come leaps and bounds in even just the last few months. Like the events in the last 6 months, not even, the events in the last 3 months have been above and beyond what they ever were. If you used to go to the track, it's getting way better. They got food vans, entertainment. They got promo, what's it called? Like promo signs and shit all over the place and stuff like that. You know, it's all fun. It all makes it more.
being built and stuff.
What'd you say?
More garages.
More garages, yeah, more garages, more grandstands. They've got pyrotechnics.
Yeah,
Fireworks. They got more flashy lights and shit, you know. They're just stepping up the game. So if you haven't been out to an event in a while, get out to one. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Come and say hello to us. We'll probably be there. Come check out the cars. Like, comment and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.